Hey, what's up guys? Coach JB, and you're here for this week's Fitness Friday tip. Okay guys, so for this week's tip, I thought we'd touch on the basics, take a look at push-ups. It's something that I know a lot of our ninjas struggle with getting the right form and getting more out of it during ninja classes. It's also a more challenging exercise for anyone that's never done it before or just starting out in fitness classes with me. So I want to touch on that for just a minute. I'm going to show two different variations of push-ups, and then I'm going to also show you how to scale those down until you're ready to do the strict forms of each one of them. So first one that we're going to talk about today is the strict military push-up. So the strict push-up is a great exercise for really strengthening your entire upper body. It's great for the chest, the shoulders, as well as the triceps, as well as your back and your core if you're doing it properly. So what we're gonna do to start the strict military push-up, we're gonna come hands on the ground, just like this, feet straight back out, take a plank form, just like this. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to keep our hands in line underneath of our shoulders, both sides. There's also the wide grip stance. We're gonna do that one in just a minute here, but we're starting with the strict push-up. So hands straight down under our shoulders. We're going to keep a tight plank, activate your core, your glutes, your legs the entire time. So that way we're not having a lot of excessive lean when we're coming down. We wanna be nice and straight, just like this. And then from there, we're going to slowly lower ourselves to the ground. Elbows are gonna come behind us to our sides, and then back up, just like that. Simple, right? This can be a challenging exercise if you have not done it before, because maybe you haven't developed the upper body strength you need to push all the way through and lower yourself to the ground and then all the way back up. So with either of these exercises today, a great variation for either one of them is the knee variation. Right on your knees instead of on your feet. Hands to the ground, same thing. You're gonna keep your core tight. You're gonna lower yourself down to the ground, elbows back, and straight back up, just like that. Go for as many reps as you can go, or you can decide to set a certain amount and do that for multiple sets. Okay, and then from there, we're gonna look at the wide hands push-up. This one's great for really focusing on the chest as opposed to the entire upper body. From there, we're going to come down, hands on the ground. You're gonna start by putting them underneath your shoulders, bring your feet back, but then we're gonna take our hands out to the outside of our shoulders, so that way when we lower ourselves to the ground, what should happen is we should see our arms come out instead of behind us. And that way, when you push back up, you're gonna have to really tighten your chest, activate it, and push through your chest and your arms to push yourself back up to the top. So again, back into our stance, arms wide. We're gonna lower ourselves to the ground, nice and slow, just like this, and drive straight back up. And again, same thing with this one. Variations, you can absolutely do them from your knees. Hands wide, on your knees, and just lower yourself to the ground, arms come out to the side, push back up. That way it's not your entire body weight being applied to the push-up, it's just from here up. Another thing that you guys can do as a variation to these push-ups is you can use something like a box or a counter, couch, chair. You can place your hands on that, just in front of you like this. And so it's like you're still activating your entire body, but you're at a more of an incline, so that way you don't go down as deep, so it's easier to push right back up out of it. Our last variation is what I like to call the hand release push-up. You will do either one of the forms that I just showed you, but what you're gonna do is you're going to lower yourself down to the ground, chest touches the ground, and you're gonna bring your hands up for like half a second, 1 second, just to take the tension off the arms for just a minute, and then you're gonna put them straight back down into the same place they left and drive straight back up. I find that these are probably one of the best ways to actually start with your push-ups. A lot of people prefer the knees. I've always preferred the hand release push-ups. It's just a great way to ease into the exercise. So again, with this variation, hands on the ground, feet together straight back behind you, and you're gonna lower yourself straight down, hands up, back down, drive straight back up. Nice power. Try to keep a steady rhythm when you're doing these. Obviously, the more you do, it's gonna get harder to push as quickly. But what I highly recommend with any of these push-ups while you're doing it, whether you're doing a variation or the strict form of it, I would say in your form, and you're going to lower yourself down for 2 seconds, rest, and then drive straight back with as much force as you can pull out to get yourself back up to the starting position. So with the push-ups, I mean, obviously they're great for any kind of exercise. If you combine that with last week's SAQ drills that I was talking about, you've got the makings of a great beginning workout for anyone starting out in fitness, as well as for children who are practicing their ninja skills with us or starting out for other sports. Upper body strength is imperative for pretty much any sport that you can play out there, as well as for getting lean and getting stronger. So highly encourage you guys to incorporate push-ups every single day. Even if you only did a couple, I would recommend starting with, say, 5 a day. And once you got that locked in where you can do 5 push-ups straight without fail, increase it. And then once you can do that, increase it again. I still recommend taking plenty of rest whenever necessary. If you're feeling sore or any tightness in the muscles, let them have time to rest, roll them out, then get right back into it, and just keep progressing until you can master every variation. There's wonderful exercise. Highly encourage you guys to incorporate it. Thanks for watching, guys, today. Have a great day.